get ready to uncover the 4 primary fears that are silently sabotaging your dating progress. They are keeping you stuck and missing out on finally meeting the one. I love this phrase from Yoda that says, named must your fear be before banish it you can. So this live love talk will provide you with the insights and tools to conquer your fears and take inspired action towards success in your dating using your feminine energy. Hello there, I am Natalia Hart. I am a dating and relationship coach for women, and we are going to be talking today about these four primary fears that prevent action. Okay, so the first thing that I would like you to know is that we are bigger than our problems, okay? Our problems are not permanent and we can eliminate them. Sometimes we get so zoomed in our problems, in our fears, that we fail to acknowledge who we are. You are an amazing woman. Maybe you are 25 years old, maybe you are 30, maybe you are 40. I am not sure, but I am sure as of today, you are resourceful, you are wise, you have had a lot of life experiences, and you know who you are. You know that you have what it takes to do whatever you have to do. And this desire that you have in your heart of meeting the one, creating the relationship you want, I want you to know that you already have everything inside of you, like trapped, to make it happen. So tap into that powerful woman, tap into your feminine energy, tap into that tigress that you have inside of you. Remember a time when you did something very difficult and you did it and you accomplished it. Remember that time that you took into a challenge. Maybe it was a weight loss challenge. Maybe it was a challenge at college. Maybe it was a challenge at work, and you put all of yourself into it, you committed to it, and you came out to the other side successful. So that is the woman that I want you to tap into right now, into your higher self. This amazing woman that is empowered, that is like a tigress roaming wild in the jungle. And I want you to really nurture that woman, nurture that beautiful, amazing, talented, wise, mature, experienced, kind, compassionate, patient, all those character traits that you do have. I want you to remind yourself of all that as a beginning. So that is the place where we start. Okay? So the first thing that I want to talk when it comes to these 4 fears is that your confidence is completely separated from your feelings. Your confidence is something that you have, that is your baseline. Your confidence is this feeling of, that made you come here and listen to me, to learn something new, to make your relationship better. You are confident. You know that given the right tools and the right time and the right guidance and the right terrain, you are going to achieve what you want. Now, sometimes we allow our feelings to get in the way of that confidence. So I want you, just for today, just for right now, to separate it, because feelings come and go. Feelings are like a roller coaster. They depend on so many things that we have no control sometimes. As women, we know we have our cycle that, if you are anything like me, that really affects the way I feel. We have different hormones and different things that really, really affect the way we feel. So I want you to separate that. You are confident. That doesn't mean that your feelings are going to back up that all the time. Sometimes your feelings are going to tell you that you don't have it. And that is okay. You have to learn how to separate them and tap into that woman that I told to you a few minutes ago, that empowered, strong, wise, resourceful, full of experiences and love. I want you to tap into that woman and give it all to you, so your feelings stop having such a strong hold on who you are. Okay? So the first fear that completely make us self-sabotage when it comes to going on dates, accepting dates, even creating a dating profile, or just putting ourselves out there, is ruin. We have the fear that if we go on dates and we meet a man, that is going to ruin our life as we have it right now. I know who you are. I know you have probably been in a relationship before now. I know you have probably been brokenhearted. Or maybe you were on the other spectrum where you broke the heart of somebody and you witness what that is, what that can do to a person. So now you are this beautiful woman who has done a lot of work. Maybe you have read books, maybe you have been watching videos on YouTube like this from coaches like me, and you feel like you are in a good space. You have a good life. You have a great living environment. Your house is what you want it to be. You have a great job. Maybe you do have a kid or two and they are in a good place. And the last thing you want right now is to bring a man or a dating experience that is subpar, that is not what you want, and ruin that. So that is the first fear, is the fear that going on dates and putting ourselves out there will ruin our lives, ruin what we have. Okay? So the second fear, the second silent fear that it's a little bit more well known, but that is sabotaging our attempts to go and go on dates and create legacy through family and create a family, is rejection. I know this is very, very popular. We have that fear of rejection. What if I go on this date? What if I say yes to this guy and then I fall in love, and or I really like him, and then he figures it out that he doesn't like me that much and I am rejected? Oh my God, I can't do that to myself. I have done that in the past. I really can't put myself through that in the past. So rejection is the second fear. The fear of rejection is big when it comes to dating and relationships. We are afraid of that. So that stops our action right before we even try. Okay? Now, the third fear, the third silent fear that is luring behind and sabotaging our love life, is regret. So it looks something like this. What about if I say yes to this guy and I go on a date and then I regret it? Or even worse, what about if I go on several dates with this guy and then, after a few months of dating him, I regret it and I don't want to keep doing it? What about if I don't like him? This is a big, big fear, because as women, as feminine, compassionate, empathetic, connected women, we really, really don't want to hurt other people. So sometimes we would rather stop doing something in rather than hurt somebody and regret an action. So this is something that will stop you on your tracks every day of the week. If we are afraid that we are going to regret our choices, if we are afraid that we are going to regret our actions, of course we are not going to do anything. So that is the third one, regret. And the fourth one is, oh my God, it's amazing. Are you ready for the fourth one? You probably won't even imagine, because this one was an eye opener for me. Totally an eye opener, because I didn't see myself being afraid of this, but I was. So the fourth fear that is stopping you from being successful in dating and relationship is responsibility. We are afraid of responsibility. What about if what we have on the plate is enough right now? Let's be honest. You already have a lot on your plate. You have work, maybe you have 1, 2, or 3 kids. You have family. You have, your fitness life. You are spread out so thin. You have a mortgage. You have a car payment. You wanna, go on your dream vacation. So many things that we are spread out so thin that we are afraid of responsibility. We are afraid of that. We are afraid of taking on responsibility for somebody else, for these men, and taking responsibility for being, our best in a relationships, taking responsibility over our feelings and our actions. It's huge. And if we are afraid of responsibility, it's going to stop us on our track. We are not going to be able to move forward. It doesn't matter how much we repeat ourselves, our affirmations, or whatever. These are things that are foundational. This is the dirt where the rose grows. This is the dirt where the oak tree, the acorn becomes the oak tree. Okay, without this without this with these fears, nothing can grow. It's barren land. Actually, it's worse than barren land. It's poisoned land. So those are the 4 fears that we are talking about today. The fear of ruining my life, the fear of regretting my actions, the fear of responsibility, and the fear of rejection. So we talked about that already, and we know how it's totally normal. If you are a smart woman and you have these silent fears on the background, if you have these unconscious fears, it's completely wise to not take action. It's completely wise to sabotage ourselves when we go out on dates. It's completely wise to do that, because we are trapped in a game of survival, and we want to survive. We want to be safe. We want to be, protected, and we don't want to make any mistakes. Okay? But what if we ask a different question? Here comes the solution to all that. What if we ask a different question? So rather than catastrophizing. So remember how I talked at the beginning about separating confidence from feelings? So what about if, rather than attaching and completely paying attention to our feelings, what about if we tap into our confidence and make a different set of questions? Okay? For example, what if I am being challenged right now because I am supposed to be growing? Because this is supposed to make me even more aligned with the amazing woman that I am supposed to be. Okay? Nobody comes into this life with a set of gifts without having the opportunities to use them. So this is an opportunity to use all your gifts and tap into these different areas of yourself that are resourceful, that are compassionate, that are wise, that are experienced, so you can use all that and become your highest self, to embody that badass woman that you have inside of you. Okay, so what if that is the question? So the second thing, and this is a little bit more deep, and I hope I don't lose you here with this, but what if what is missing is a belief? What if what we are missing is a belief? Without a belief about life, about the universe, about the world, about, without the belief of something greater than us, it doesn't have to be, something particular. Different people believe in different things, but having a belief, adopting a belief that there is something bigger than us, it makes us feel like we are not alone. We are not here doing this on our own, because we aren't. We are part of a macrocosmos. We are part of a big, 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 big thing. We are like one drop in the ocean. We are not alone. We are not alone. And really, really tapping and cultivating and nourishing this belief that there is something or someone that is bigger than me, that has my best intentions in mind, that is protecting me at all times, even when it seems like, even when it seems like, oh my God, why this? Why this? Why I have to go on another date and he's boring as hell? Well, there is a lesson there. Maybe that is the lesson. As I always like to say, there are no boring people, there are boring minds. The day that I discovered that, my dating took off because I didn't expect him, this random guy that I don't even know, to entertain me. It was up to me because I was connected with something bigger. Everything was happening for me. It was an opportunity for me to grow and evolve and tap into that deeper and deeper and deeper wisdom that we all have, and that nowadays, with all this fast food, fast information, like instant gratification, always on the phone, we we don't tap into that. So these are opportunities to really, really tap into who we are, who we really are. And having a belief, it's so, so, so important. It's going to make, for practical reasons, it's going to make your life so much easier and so much meaningful, and so much, amazing and peaceful, and with more meaning, with more fulfillment. So the last thing I wanted to share with you, and this is the application of this, I want you to write a list of 5 gifts or 5 strengths that you have in this area of dating and relationship. What are your gifts? What are you good at? What are you just a natural, and it comes really, really easy to you and you're good? Maybe you're funny. Maybe you're witty. Maybe you're sexy. Maybe you are friendly. Maybe you are, appreciative. Maybe you are compassionate. Maybe you are, whatever it is. Just write down a list of 5 things, 5 strengths for you. And I want you to focus on that, okay? Keep it handy, keep it close to you, and focus on that. Focus on those strengths. We are all spending way too much focusing on our weaknesses. When you focus on your strength, that will grow, and your confidence will grow, and you will start to feel more, as your gift. You are going to align more in the direction of your gifts, rather than aligning yourself in the relationship with your fears. Okay, so this is like writing a love letter. We are either aligned to love, or we are either aligned to fear, and that's our choice. And it's a choice that sometimes we have to make every minute, and sometimes we have easier times, and it gets better over time. I know that myself, and I know that through my clients. I see them evolving over the months, and it gets easier and easier and easier. But write that list, and you can share it with me if you want to. I would love to read it. I'm here for you. And, I would love to hear it. So write that list of 5 strengths, 5 gifts that you have in this area of love, relationships, dating, and keep it handy and keep embodying those strengths and keep building that confidence and keep building that love, that self love, and smash, smash, smash those fears. Okay? I love you. I am so glad that you watched this. I'm so proud of you. And let me know if you have any questions, if you have anything that you would like to me to talk about next week. We get together here every Tuesday at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And I usually come ready to empower you and help you and support you, holding hands and linking arms. I know that this area of love, dating, relationships, it's the most important area in life because, we can have all the money in the world, but if we are alone and we don't have anybody to share it with, it's meaningless. We can have all the everything, and without a person that we love, that we feel loved, to share. Life is about sharing. It's meaningless. It's meaningless. So this area is very, 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 it's the most important area, and that's why I do this. Anyway, I love you. Send me a message. Bye.